Sit down. Salamat po. House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano and other honorable members of the House of Representatives, Social Welfare and Development Secretary Rolando Joselito Bautista, National Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, the other members of the Cabinet, Senator Bongo, officials and employees of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Just to, before I start, anyway, basahin ko lang naman to. This is the run-of-the-mill. It contains everything that you need. But sabi ko, Venet supply. You know, I was walking along Anda. Galing ako ng Cecil's na yung magandang kainan sa merienda. I met this your secretary. He was quite pale and sickly. Yung uniform niya medyo maluwang na. Sabi ko, what happened to you? Sabi niya, as always, ang sakit niya, kagaya ng sakit ng lahat ng sundalo. It's always the liver and kidney. Kasi ito sila umiinom ng tubig na kung saan-saan maabutan. Well, of course, the hygiene, if you cook in the mountain, itong sundalo, hindi naman ito, walang sinusunod itong hygiene Basta mabusog lang. Sabi ko sa kanya, why don't you just go to a doctor or see my doctor? Sa tawagan ko lang na patingin ka lang, whatever. Ayaw ko kung pumunta siya, but the next time, kita ko siya, he was a bit healthier and more animated. That is how I remember your secretary. Yan sila lahat. Lahat na nakikita mo dito ng military. Dumaan yan sa Mindanao. Kaya kilala ko lahat. At one time or another in the course of their military journey, dumaan yan sila ng Davao kasi rotation talaga yan. So almost all of them kilala ko. And that was the reason why early on, gaya ng ating Secretary of National Defense, he was once assigned in Davao, and he brought with him the 2nd Regiment Battalion of the Scout Rangers. Yung iba sa Marawi, yung iba naman sa trabaho. But almost all of them kilala ko talagang kilala ko. At, before itong trabaho ninyo, naawa ako sa inyo. I really pity the DSWD and the military. Alam mo, pag pumutok ang bulkan, DSWD, police, pati military, the first responders. Kung may landslide, police, pati military, DSWD. Kung may tsunami or the one that happened in Leyte, DSWD, military, pati police. Kung may sunog, DSWD, military, pati police. Baka hindi niyo nalaman talaga gaano ka-importante yung trabaho ninyo sa Pilipino. And that is why, well, of course, it's also the invitation of a good friend. Sabi ko, pupunta ako. Hindi ko pati foreign affairs, pati social security, nandito pala lahat. Well, anyway, good that you're here. Because I'll be talking about the human's job of our government workers. Naawa ako sa kanila, they are there. And doon sa Taal, which reminds me na alam mo, matagal na yung sundalo ko pati police doon. And they have been trying, or they are acting as the bar so that people cannot go back to their lands and places because it's dangerous. Alam mo, we can only do so much. Pagka pumilit yung tao and the government enforcement guy bars him and he has to do it physically, alam mo, ang physical contact can sometimes result in a ugly situation. Kasi magpipilit Tapos yung sundalo naman pati police, masapak talaga kung ayaw then it becomes a conflict now. Ang problema nito, it is always the government man who is the guilty culprit. So, ang akin ngayon, kung itong mga taga-Taal, I am withdrawing my police and they have been there for so many weeks already. Puno na yung lungs nila ng abo. Kaawa naman. So, kung ayaw talaga sila, I'd leave it to the mayor and to the police. Yung police talagang na-assign doon. There's a police station there, and there are men. Sila na. I'd leave it to them to enforce the law as mandated by the authorities upstairs that it is, naiistorbo ako sa ganda ng isang babae dito Hindi ko tuloy I could not establish a trend. Ano ba yun? Sabi mo? Well, we can only do so much. Beyond that, to physically restrain and maybe the result would not be, it would be an ugly one. Ang mademanda talaga niyang police pati sundalo. Ganun yan That's the sad fact. They do not know what the other guy is doing. He's there to enforce the law or an order coming from his superior, and then he gets into a hot water. Problem is sometimes when there is a case filed, he's left alone to fend for himself. At saka ngayon, by this time yung nauna na doon, I'm sure that they have inhaled about 1 sack of ash already. Sabihin ko na sa army pati na pa-withdraw na lang. Withdraw na lang ninyo yung kasi kawawa. Well, they are also human beings and they suffer. And when they suffer, they have also families to worry just as what the guys are worried there. So, palabas ko na. Ngayon, kung gusto nila talaga pagpilit ng pumunta, di sige. I suggest you even, sige, mag-alis na kami. Kung gusto ninyong tumalon dyan sa cauldron of fire and lava, go ahead. Para make it short. Yan ang ano ko dyan. Kasi ang trabaho ninyo, pareho ng pulis. The first thing that the question that when I go down sa sakyanan, o basi anong klaseng sakyan, si Role, pagbaba ko sabi ko, yung mga tao mo nandito na. Yes, tapos doon sa mga military, ang mga tao mo deployed na. Yes, sir. Okay. Kumpante ka na. Yun lang, dalawang yun. Yung ibang services ng gobyerno, hindi masyado. Walang dalang pagkain, makikain pa. Sabihin mo baka insulto. Wala. The other, after, maybe, the catastrophe. But during, it's always the DSWD. Pati ang military to keep order. Yan ang hindi nyo alam. Mas importante talaga kayo. That's what the purpose of veering away from my speech. Kaya gusto ko lang paalam sa inyo na one of the noblest things is really your job. Feeding people and saving lives. Pagari ng mga military, pati police. And the country owes you a lot. So in behalf of the Republic of the Philippines, I'd like to thank all of you now. Lahat kayo sa serbisyo ninyo. Now I will read the speech of the lady who made this. Siguro yung maganda dyan, oh. Inatago niya yung ulo na dyan doon sundalo. Psst, lumabas kang mukha mo. Tabi mo, ginatago niya. Ikaw, China yan. Today is a most auspicious time to talk about the true meaning of malasakit at pagbabago. As we celebrate the 69th founding anniversary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. For nearly 7 decades, the DSWD has been the lead agency of the government in ensuring that Filipinos have equal access to opportunities and are enabled to improve the life of quality in a fair, just, and peaceful manner. Lahat ng dole-out ng gobyerno, pantawid, inyo lahat yan eh. So double talaga ang trabaho. And it's not easy. You go to the mountains, nandyan yung mga, pag makita mo yung NPA, yung putang inang sipain ninyo. Sabi kayo ang numero 1, tiga ano. The agency's strong commitment in pursuing policies and programs for poverty alleviation, protection of human rights, ibigay mo lang yun doon sa mga bayot, and compassion for the most vulnerable and disadvantaged, among others, are truly commendable. Since I assumed office in 2016, the DSWD has served over 4 million poor households to the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, or 4Ps, and the sustained kapit-bisig laban sa kahirapan community-driven development program in 1830 municipalities throughout the country. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, pag mawala lang itong korupsyon sa gobyerno, wala lang ang problema. I think that maybe kung mahinto ang korupsyon, 5 to 10 years, if we catch up the standard of maybe not Malaysia, but Indonesia. Sila naman kasi may oil. Alam mo ang naka-problema dito sa Pilipinas, wala tayong oil. And oil is everything. It runs the country. Hindi binigay sa atin ng Diyos eh. O kung meron man, hindi pa natin na-discover. But Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, have oil. So wala sila masyadong problema dyan because almost 1/2 of the total. It's about mga for GDP, no? Kinakain ng the income, kinakain ng oil. Yun ang problema sa atin. Plus the corruption. If we can do away with corruption, in about 10 years' time, we will really jump. Parang a better economic situation. Pero kung may corruption, wala. I do not mean to belabor the point. Ayaw ko kasi baka sabihin ng mga gagong yan na sila lang ang tinatarget ko. But as I have insisted during the campaign, I told you na yung corruption dyan sa customs, BIR, they're just pittance to the corruption being done upstairs in the higher or in the highest echelons of government. Totoo talaga. So yan ang yung masakit sa akin. Nasasaktan talaga ako. Kaya ako nagmumura. Because I know the dimension of how it was done. It's not merely in the water sector. It's in the LRT and some lands that were leased to them. Would you believe it, at 70 pesos per hectare? Yung lupa dyan sa UP. Talagang, if you compute all the corruptions done by those yung mga customs, it pales in comparison sa nakaw nitong. And yet, they come up with a program well-publicized that they have this foundation sending people to states, to the United States, and spending. Pero wala yan, pang paano lang yan. Kung paano pa, pang salumpas lang yan sa sagot. Ganon ang mga mayaman. Kaya galit ako sa mayaman. Totoo lang. Baski noon pang mayor ako. Magtanong kayo ng Tagadabo. Whenever I address them, sabi ko yung kayong mga putang ina. Ganon talaga. Kaya yung mga mayaman doon sa Davao, careful sa akin. They measured and calibration yung maglapit sila sa akin. Kaya hindi ako masyadong madali kausapin. Kung pobre pa, kung taga-bukid ka, I could spend an hour talking with you about what ails your family. Pero ito mga mayaman, noon ko pa yan na, how are they supposed to pay the Filipino people? You started to collect environment enhancement. That's the term. Tingnan nyo sa billing ninyo. Alam mo ano yan? That is the fee that they are collecting since time. And it was when the contract took effect. Yun yung water treatment. So, ilang water treatment fees ang nakolekta nila since then? Kasi hanggang ngayon, wala namang ni isang tarong panlinis. Wala. Ang masakit dyan, yung corporate income tax nila, pinapasa nila doon sa consumers. Yun naman mga consumers, i-deduct nila expenses, water and light and all this. If they are exempted, edi wala rin makuha ang gobyerno. Nalugi pa. Yan ang mahirap. At marami pa akong talagang, I do not want to sound vindictive. I am not vindictive. Masampal lang kita, tapos na tayo. Masipa lang kita, tapos na ako. Okay na ako. Pero yung gano'n na kulukuhan, as long as corruption does not stop, hindi hayat. Kaya magbantay kayo sa kung sino yung son of a bitch doon sa itaas. Because it started with Ramos, then it was given an extension even before it expired. Hindi pa mag-expire yung ano lang ito sila, distributor lang ng tubig itong mga putang inang ito. Rinig man nila yan, kaya may cameraman sila dyan. Ayan. Makinig kayo ng husto, mga tulisan kayo. Mga yawa kayo lahat. Talagang galit ako sa inyo. Pota kung maaari lang, ganunin ko yung mukha ninyo sa ano. Pag makita ko, hindi lang ako pupunta yung inestambayan ninyo mga Shangri-La, mga ano. Hanggang San Marcelino Beer House lang ako. Mga walang hiya kayo talaga, sa totoo lang. I don't know what I'll do with you. I have not decided really. I have not decided on anything. Ayaan ko yan. Basta ganito. I have ordered Guevara, the Justice Secretary, to prepare, pati si Calida, silang dalawa, a draft. Pirmahan nila yan, kung hindi nila pirmahan, I will suspend all the contracts and I will take over the operation dyan sa tubig na distributor. I will let the military operate it and I will file charges for large-scale stopper. Yan ang mangyayari sa kanila. Yan talaga. At pagka ganon, huwag lang nila akong ipitin. Ipitin nila ako ng kaso one after the other. I say it now and I say it again, makinig kayo. Hindi ako susunod. Kasi ang lumalakad niyan, pera ninyo. Ang gawin ko, paghuhulihin ko na lang kayo. At gusto kong makita ang mga bilyonaryo, pati bilyonaryo sa Pilipinas na sa kulungan. Maski isang buwan lang para makita talaga ninyo. Galit talaga ako ng galit. Grabe ang ginawa ninyo sa yan ang meron pa, nakalimutan ko na lang kasi mayroon pang so many issues na hindi talaga ako bibigay dyan. Now, ang sinabi ko, the reason why I'm siningit ko dito is, if I do not, including the military, if I do not reach the finish line sa term ko. Huwag ninyong bitawan ito. I'm not saying that you go violent. Just a simple nudge to the congressman and to your officer. Putang ina, huwag ninyong biruin ito. Dugo ng Pilipino to. Pero mo, tayo pa ang magbayad. Tapos yung lahat na. Kalukuhan na. Huwag ninyong bitawan ito. No, if you cannot get the justice that the Filipino deserves, to the military o to the police, tell them, kalabitin ninyo. Uy, pakitulong nga. Do not suggest anything ko dito. Military. Bahala na sila kung anong gawin nila. Sabihin ninyo, hoy, you are supposed to be the protector of the Constitution. We are being robbing blind. Please do something about it because that's the money of the people. Ganun lang yan. Sabihin niyo, military niyo, anong ginagawa ninyo? Paano yung pera namin? Tapos paano kung sila pa? Kung manalo, tapos i-renegotiate, ganun rin ang mangyari. Since I assumed office in 2016, the DSWD has served over 4 million poor households. The agency continues to assist the most needy communities by providing free medicines and medical services, social pension to indigent military citizens, spearheading disaster relief operations, feeding malnourished and street children and indigenous peoples, and rendering other support services to recovering drug users, among others. Ang mapigat nito lahat, I don't know if you can make it, but I hope DSWD can really hack it. Ang problema natin hanggang ngayon is still drugs. Every day, if you look at the crawlers, yung tumatakbo yung sa then there's the main story, whatever. Nandyan yung crawlers, nakikita, tumatakbo. Ayan, araw-araw yan, 10 billion, 6 billion. Tapos itong mga human rights, patay Malaysia lang. Yan, everyday may mga tao yan na tinamaan. Alam mo, mahirap kumaman ka sabihin, alam ninyo, pag ang tatay natumba sa drug, the entire family, the entire poor family of Filipino, they become dysfunctional. Itong isa, wala nang trabaho, babae, magputa na lang. Itong isa, they would go, maghanap kung saan ang pinakamadali, droga. Papasok ito sa droga. Kasi ito, to sustain his bisyo, maghanap talaga ng biktima yan. But ito, maghanap rin ng biktima para to sustain his drug addiction. Ganon yan ito. Kaya sa isang hindi mo malaman kung now, the social dysfunction created sa pamilya. Ito, wala na. Lulubog na lang yan dyan sa isang kanto sa bahay, maghintay. Ito, maghanap ng hanap buhay, baski saan. But usually, the easiest now, yung parang surefire to earn money, magpunta sa abroad. Alam naman ninyo sa abroad. I'm telling you frankly, I've been there because I tried to save three girls from Turil, Davao City, and 2 from Kidapawan. Nakuha ko lahat yan. because King Fahd was at that time, buhay pa. Medyo ano na siya, ng dementia. Pero may lucid interval, naka-timing lang ako. Nakuha ko. Sinabi talaga sa akin ng parliament member, yung counterpart ko, kausap, sabi niya, you know, in the Arab culture, not all Arab culture, but in some Arab culture, rape is part of the territory. Kaya kita mo yung mga Pilipina, magtakbo na lang sa sala papuntang bintana. They simply just throw themselves. So, malaman mo kung gaano sila kahirap. And the newest victim, battered black and blue with no internal organs. I am not saying that it is not the failure of, alam mo, the fact that an investigation was conducted immediately and hinuli yung dalawang. To me, si Bebot kasi ang apurado. Ako, the fact that there was an investigation and there were arrests made and there are people in detention, para sa akin, okay na sana. But ayaw ko kung ano nakain itong Ilocano na to. Talagang mainit siya. So, opisina niyan, hindi na ako nakialam. I do not want to rebuke my cabinet members publicly. So, hinayaan ko siya. Sabi ko, let us see what develops. Yan ang totoo dyan. Such an enormous task cannot be done without a sincere heart and mind for public service. I thus commend the thousands of DSWD employees for their unwavering dedication to public service. I'd like to tell you a story. Minutes of life rin. Kaming mga anak, tatay ko kasi gobernador. So, minsan, magkain kami. Alam mo na bata, ako, paglaki ko, congressman ako, congressman, mayor. Tapos, ako, gobernador, pareha kay Papa. And my father would just stop it. Kindly stop. Pwede ba kayo maginto? Do you know what public service is? Do you know how to work in government? Do you know the meaning, the dimension of the work? Sabi ng tatay ko, pag pumasok ka sa public service, you must have the heart for it. At kailangan mong mahalin mo yung kapwa mo tao bago ka magserve. And some of you are from Davao. And you know the public record of my father. Ganon yan siya. Kaya binara kami. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Bago yan, isipin mo muna kung mayroon ka ba niyan. Kasi minsan, magbigla lang yung mag-embrace sa iyo, mugakos, embrace. Puro nana ang katawan yan. Minsan mag-ubo yan sa harap mo, parang SAR. Ngayon. Hindi magdating ng Pilipinas yan, wala ka ng SAR. Ang init-init dito. Yung SAR hanggang lang doon sa malamig yun. Wala. Never. Yan umabot dito. So yan ang sinabi na. Kaya ako, conscious ako. Madaling araw, magsigaw sa bahay, Mayor, nakagat ang anak ko ng aso, ayaw na makahintay. Gusto dyan na. Tapos may madisgrasya. Yang wholesale na disgrasya, isang jeep rin yan magpunta sa bahay, maghingi ng, and in the middle of the night, you have to walk, to wake up, and trabaho ka. Yan ang public service talaga. And without the rancor that goes with it. Yung gising ka na, hindi ka mamutang ina kasi trabaho mo. Such an enormous task cannot be done without a sincere heart and mind for public service. I thus commend the thousands of DSWD employees for their natapos ko na ito, unwavering dedication to serve the public. I am confident that you will remain committed, patient, and compassionate as you perform your vital role in uplifting the lives of millions of Filipinos. On this note, I am pleased to mark today's event with the opening of the Malasakit building that will serve as the offices of the 350 to 500 personnel of the DSWD's operation group. As we improve your agency's capacity to serve our people, and as we honor today exemplary DSWD personnel and centers for their outstanding work in helping achieve the agency's mandate, I enjoin each one of you to rekindle your commitment to our shared nation building. Your passion, tama yan, you must have the passion for public service along with your strong adherence to integrity, transparency, and accountability. Inspire many Filipinos to follow in your example and serve the nation with the same fervor. I know that this cannot happen, and this will not happen under the leadership of General Rolando Bautista. Pero itong minsang yung bang mga medisina, yung mawala, purchases, wala dyan. And I remember the chief of the sa hospital ng military, AFP, when Dominguez sent me the note, katabi ko ang Department of Finance sa cabinet. Nung pinasa niya, right there and then, I ordered the termination. Sabi ko, wala talaga akong santuhin dito, basta corruption. Basta corruption. Tsaka yung bantayan ninyo yung from one desk to another. If there is a discretion or a person is allowed to decide that this how these papers would pass on to the next table. Pag inintuan nila yan, pag inupuan nila yan, pag pumunta sa akin yang tao na yan at mag-complain, sorry, I will call you sa opisina ko mismo. At ilagay ko yung pangalan mo doon sa 888. There is a charge against you for corruption. Ipalagay ko talaga. At tawagin kita sa opisina ko. Doon tayo sa opisina ko mag-usap. Only by looking after the welfare of each other can we make a great nation. This is the essence of the malasakit at pagbabago. I am humbled and inspired to see these values burning in your hearts. Keep this aflame with your genuine love for country and people. Kaawa naman kasi yung mga tao. yung mga mayaman, kita mo yung mga mayaman, yung pa sila ang magnakaw. Hindi nila kailangan tayo. They do not need us. They really do not need us. Yung mga pobre, wala yan. Kailangan nila tayo. Ang mga mayaman, bullshit, yung mayaman, wala yan. O ba't basi anong administrasyon, nakadikit yan. And always, yung corruption. Yung corruption, nasa taas palagi yan. Kung anong bulto yan, tag-isang barko, tag-isang... Kaya, tayong maiwan na Pilipino, guard against it. And complain. Pagka may nalaman kayo, baski hindi dito sa ano ninyo, complain mo. Sigaw mo. Para ako sabi ko nga, pag ikaw, the one thing that is at least a quality that is not universally dito sa Pilipinas, kasi ang mga tao parang hindi assertive. Pag pinaparinggan lang ganon, tingin na lang, sige, bigay na lang. They do not assert. I really do not know what's happening to our people. But unless you assert your right as a Filipino and can really afford to do the things that... Ako, ang sabi ko, pag hinian kayo ng pera, if you're asked money for something, and it's a monetary thing, and he will say that he will attack on it without receiving the money rather, I am urging you to make a noise, make a scene, sampalin mo, sipain mo. Magkagulo yan. Pag magkagulo yan, it will reach my ears. Kasi may nagkagulo doon sa Department of Health. Magtatanong ako kung bakit. And I will intervene. At ako na ang papatay sa putang ina niya. Ihulog ko lang yan sa agdanan. Ganon talaga. You have to be assertive. We have to tell the Filipinos to be assertive. Yan ang wala sa atin. That is why. Learn to be assertive and I'll back you up. Really, I will to the hill. Ako ang mag-back up sa inyo. Lalo na sa magagandang babae. Iba siya kung makatingin. Pasay Bio. Maraming salamat po.